Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Thursday night game of With Power Comes. Our Mutants and Masterminds game that we've decided to join and start playing with Marcus running the game because he volunteered, or was volunteered, something along those lines. But before I hand it off to Marcus and we jump into tonight's episode, the map in the middle of the screen there, you'll notice, was brought to you through the Roll20 app. Roll20 allows us to share artwork, maps, and battle situations to immerse our players and allow our viewers to see what's going on. You'll see the miniature, apparently, of our Tower Man standing on the roof of the house. Well, that is an actual artwork one, so that's not the one I wanted to point out. The armadillo that just the armadillo was just put out there, or in this case, it looks like a possum, maybe. Anyway,
Badger.
Badger. That's a character created through Hero Forge. Hero Forge allows you to create a custom miniature, and as you can tell, you can also do animals now. Custom person, animal. I think you can do Medusas, werewolves. There's all sorts of different choices to make. To custom make it with gear anywhere from sci-fi up to sci-fi down to fantasy, or however you want to look at it. You can also put more than one miniature on a stand as if they're dancing or fighting or whatever else. And apparently I've got something going on here. Windows PowerShell wants to change my device. No. No. Stop. What the fuck is going on?
Why you got PowerShell running?
I don't. So I don't know why it's popping up. And it won't let me close it either.
You may want to do a scan.
There, now it closed. It just took for friggin' ever to close. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Hero Forge. So if you haven't had a chance to check out Hero Forge, go to heroforge.com. If you're a subscriber, you can turn it into a digital version you can use in your digital games. We also have GUI Cube that I'd like to give a shout out to. GUI Cube is a fantasy world created by a company several years ago. Its spokesperson is known as Alphinius Goo, and if you haven't had a chance to go check out GUICube.com, go to them. They've got lots of stuff that's out and more stuff coming down the pipeline. Also, not only are they their own company, they've actually used the community itself to add to it. People from the community, like DMs, GMs, players, may have found something in the past in some games they've played they liked and wanted to share with the company, and they've put it in their systems. I believe I've got 3 or 4 that are in there, including a NPC that's named after me, Shadrick Dagar. A drow, warlock, maybe some other things involved in there. It's kind of a surprise for those who run into him. He's actually been in the 3rd chapter of the Red Star Rising campaign that we played here on this channel, and who knows, he may be in the 4th. 4th is ready to go. We're just working on who's going to be playing in it and schedules for those involved. I'd like to bring back our recurring players from the 1st season, plus add a few more. But, you know, life has happened for some of them, and we will, once we get that all squared away, we will get back in and let you all know when that'll happen. Let's see. Yes, if you're watching us on Twitch, we have a link down below for Extra Life. It runs year long, so you can give to Extra Life for the Children's Miracle Network as well as children's hospitals. At any point in time throughout the year, just click on that link and go ahead and give. We don't care whose name you click under because we're not competing to see who can raise the most money. We just want to make sure that whatever money is given to those kids. Also down there next to that link, you'll see a link for our website, rollhitdie.com, that Marcus has been working on. Other than the shop, Marcus, is there anything else you'd like to throw out about the website you've been working on?
If you're at a location that tends to block sites like YouTube or Twitch, you can follow us along on rollhitdie.com and watch our streams live. Or you can watch our stream right there on Extra Life. When you go to click to donate, you can watch our stream there.
Oh, so we have several ways you can watch our program, so you can get around those pesky firewalls. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Yes, but as someone who works in the cyber field, I don't recommend it. Just in case any players are out there watching.
Was that one of those CYOA moments for you?
Yes.
So yeah, check out the Roll Hit Die website. I believe Marcus has put some information in there about characters from different campaigns, information on certain campaigns that have been played in the past or that are being played currently, and of course the shop where you can get, your T-shirt or a mug or a blanket or whatever with the emblem down on the bottom right. Oh, and it looks like Gerald's wearing one right now. He's got one. Or you can get one with the symbol that's behind Marcus's head. So check out the shop and buy you something. Support our little emblems.
Yeah, Dan.
Yes, I know. I haven't bought the new shirts yet. I still have the old ones.
I got the old one too.
I know. I need to get some of the new shirts. Maybe one of those blankets. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Now those blankets come in itty bitty size, like this one.
Little lap blanket that we can't see because your screen has blocked it out.
Oh, let me kill my background.
Did you make sure you removed the dirty statue from behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this lovely low lap blanket, it comes in this size. It comes in, I want to say 40 by 50, and then
Jesus.
one that's basically a king size.
Wait, did you say 40 by 50? Please tell me you meant inches?
Yes.
Because there's a 40 foot by 50 foot. That's a big ass fucking blanket.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do make those though, don't they? Those huge freaking blankets.
I don't know about 40 foot by 50 foot.
Oh, sure they make some big ones. If you want to make a little fort with our emblem on it in your front room for your children, go for it.
Oh, and you can get pillows, I think. Yes.
There you go. See, you can have a whole Roll Hit Die fort built in your front room for your kids. Just go to the website, check the shop, and go ahead and get something. Also, if you're watching us on Twitch, we have a little chat down here. You're more than welcome to join us in chat. Just give a shout out. I try to monitor it, but sometimes we get involved in the game, and I might not be as closely monitoring as I should. But there's a bubble next to it. You can collect points by clicking that bubble. We call it a chaos bubble because when you click those points, you can add chaos to our Friday night game currently, and maybe eventually add some chaos to this game. Allows you to do advantage, disadvantage, and other things that can cause some fun situations for our 5th edition D&D game. I can't think of anything else announcements-wise, but we do have another. I just have to look up what I'm looking for. But actually, you know what? I'm sure Gerald knows it. Josh's podcast is
at the Dragon's Table.
There you go, at the Dragon's Table. I keep thinking of the trailer part, whatever, but that's one of their programs at the Dragon's Table. I noticed last week they watched Garbage Pail Kids.
Which remind me to get his link tree so I can add it to the website so
yes,
people can't find it, they can find it.
And I need to actually have access to it myself so that I can pop it on the chat myself or put it on the Twitch stream. Alright, well, I think that's it. He is not with us currently. We're waiting to see if there's a schedule issue with him. Once he joins in. Oh, okay. So the cameras will mess up for a little bit once he logs in, but when that happens, just bear with us and I will get those straightened out as soon as we can. Plus, anyway, Ricochet's sleeping off a hangover, so it works.
Yeah.
So, Marcus, I hand this off to you.
Alrighty then. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marcus Scott. I'm going to run this group of misfits through a Mutants and Masterminds RPG. Just so you know, all except for a couple, this is pretty much our first time ever doing this, so if the rules are a little off or we're delayed a bit trying to get clarification on something, bear with us. We're still learning this system. With that said, let's go ahead and dive into our introductions, starting with Dude.
Hey, Mom.
Oh.
Yes, Mom. I'm with my friends. We're doing stuff. I'm trying to learn stuff. They keep telling me that I've made this robot. He's got these super luck powers, and he makes. Yes, Mom. I'm serious. Luck powers. Yeah, he can make dice roll natural 20s all the time. It is awesome. Um, and oh, my friend got a motorbike, and yes, Mom, I put on a helmet, Mom. Yes, Mom, he only goes the speed limit.
The limit
So,
of the bike.
Yes, Mom. Well, I gotta go. They're telling me that I gotta get my robot ready. The dude is ready to play tonight. Bye, Mom. Love you. Hi, I'm Kyle.
All right.
That's a hell of an introduction for your character. I love it.
Wow.
Baxter, you're up.
Yep.
You got to top that.
No. He's a scientist that is working on synthesizing abilities and powers and not going to be a trouble or thorn in the side of everybody at all. He's Baxter, He's the resident healer. He helps people.
And what kind of experiments are you trying to do?
What experiments? I haven't synthesized powers at all and might start poking a symbiote with him to see what happens.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
All right, so give me a moment.
Howdy, Josh. Hello.
All right, so I will have to. What have I done? What is wrong here? Go ahead, keep going, and I will rearrange the characters and fix the everything.
I apologize. I decided I was going to take a nap, and yeah.
You just get in character for, sleeping off your hangover.
Huh.
So I think Bob. Well, no, Dave's here. Dave can go ahead and give an introduction for his character, while I continue to fix these freaking.
Well, you can leave Kirk where he's at, and I'll just bust out the.
Jesus.
Nah.
Nah, you don't want to run it?
I'm alright.
Okay. All I gotta do now is take care of Dave and Scott. There we go. Fix Scott's camera. Oh, it's because there's another camera on the Frel. There we go. I was wondering why your camera was like half split screen. It's because there was another zoom camera that was for some reason on and over your picture. So, we are good. No longer confused.
Right.
We left off with Baxter and giving a lackluster introduction himself after that introduction of Kyle. So Ricochet, you want to introduce who you are?
Who I am? Well, like you want me to introduce the character?
And you yourself. And we already did we gave the shout out for your podcast. But we will need to
Gotcha.
get us some copies of those links we can share on the website as well as Twitch page.
I will. I will do that. Well, my name's Josh, and I play Ricochet, who is an old, grizzled war vet, for lack of a better term. He's uh, currently in a drunken stupor right now. And he's got a heart of gold. Let's just put it that way. He means well. So.
And apparently can be mistaken as a talking bear.
Yes, apparently.
Oh,
Out of everybody, he's actually more human than super. So he's more of like the gadgeteer, Batman-ish style character.
So what you're saying is you were the guinea pig for Baxter. Got it.
Gotcha.
Hey, Ricochet, try this out. I just whipped it up for you. It should take care of hangovers. Why am I growing a tentacle out my backside? I think we have Bobby next.
so what?
Bobby's next.
Yep. Take it over, Bobby.
All right. I am Gerald Scrimshire. I play Bobby Burke, known to himself as Stalwart, and maybe it'll catch on, who knows. He is an optimistic teenage powerhouse who might be a little naive. We're not sure, and I don't think anybody's going to tell.
So it brings it to me, Dan Latham, also known as Shadow Degar, and tonight I am portraying Connor, aka Shadow Wolf, who, for some reason, has ended up being the babysitter for this ragtag group of supers. I say that because, let's see, the other gentleman who's about the same age as I am, who could be in a leadership kind of role, is currently passed out and drunk because of something that may or may not have happened at a park recently. One of our other fellows is a 16-year-old, likes to joyride in Jeeps and slam through fences because of reasons. Let's see, we have a doctor who likes to experiment on anything and everything because anything he runs into, he gets samples of. And then there's the armadillo. Yeah. I wasn't even going to mention Bobby because Bobby seems to be a little more put together than the rest of the team, but I'm not going to tell him that.
All ready?
And I'm Robert, and I am portraying Army, who is the illustrious armadillo of the group, the mascot, and, well, the person who bankrolls the entire team.
The richest person in the United States right now.
Conversation with somebody on a video chat about selling some property in South America.
You're on a video chat with somebody selling property?
Yeah.
What does Army's avatar look like? What does Army's avatar... Because I'm sure you're not going to go, I don't know why there's a cat picture on my screen here, but... So what is Army's avatar? What's his human appearance look like on a video chat?
Oh, he actually looks like a 16-year-old, 16 to 19-year-old kid. Because that's what his birth certificate puts him at.
Okay. So it's not this one here?
Oh, no. Armand is his lawyer.
Ah, okay.
Yes. I haven't posted what, Army looks like because most people never see that side, so. Or his human avatar. I will post that for you.
Alright. So you sell beachfront property in Arizona. Gotcha.
Oh, no. He's selling parts of the Amazon rainforest back to someone. To a logging company.
From Montana.
From Montana.
Hey.
Okay, Army happens to own that company too, but hey, we have to keep everything above board.
Army owns the logging company? Okay.
So he's dealing with some financial transactions with his wife.
Sounds like he's laundering his money.
Is Army part of the Italian mob?
No.
No, he owns them too.
Nobody knows a guy.
Yes.
He knows it.
Well, no, I've hacked into some guy's email.
Okay. Well, with that said, let's roll it back.
Please tell me.
Y'all,
Please tell me Baxter's not going to make you like a homunculus body for you to climb into and walk around as a human.
it's plausible. He's got a lot of DNA to work with.
Yep.
Clone.
Symbiotic suit.
Yeah.
Gonna avatar it.
Who would like to let our audience know what happened last time during
I
the
mean, Connor can, but does somebody else want to before I do?
Well, let's see. We were at, I think it's Big Ben. Oh, I haven't pulled up my notes. Big Ben Park in Texas, and we had finished the previous session fighting some kind of earth creature that we believe may have been brought to life from the essence of one of the town fathers back up in Montana, and possibly a relation of Kyle, a distant relation of Kyle. We did see the person or entity who had been summoning things. He had gone into a cave, and we following him into the cave. They did battle. The team did battle, and Army discovered he can take Stalwart's punch and make it even better by teleporting him into the punch, or into the target of the punch. And so we were able to take down this criminal element who was summoning unclean spirits into the national park and killing wildlife. And so, I mean, at least that's the crime we'll put him under. But then we heard some screams coming from down the trail. We had earlier met a park ranger and a couple with a daughter. Army took no notice of them because they, just didn't seem all that interesting. But supposedly they had a relation to somebody in the team. Not really sure exactly all about that. But the woman was screaming, so we went over and found out that the husband had gone into the woods. Something attacked him. May have been a bear. Everyone left Army behind. I think with Stalwart.
Yes.
Stalwart stayed behind too, to keep an eye on the family. And Army made some metal toy armadillos for the two girls. And after we recovered the unconscious man and brought him back, I think Dr. Baxter tried to help him a little bit. We also found Ricochet drunk in the woods. And after we loaded everyone, getting the family back away from the area, we loaded the plane and got back out of there.
Alrighty. Does anyone want to describe the bear attack, or
Army has no idea.
Well, you see, we found the guy pretty beat up, mumbling about some talking bear that beat him up. We found human footprints as well as canine footprints and a canine bite on the fellow's leg. So, believing that the evidence pointed towards Ricochet, because the guy is actually sleeping with his ex-wife. Connor convinced Baxter to mix a few of our mushrooms in the area and maybe make the guy think he might have been hallucinating the whole thing. and then we made sure we got out of there. What was the other thing? Oh, we berated the wife, or ex-wife of Ricochet, the woman, for, well, one, I think she's pointing a gun at the woods, but we got onto her because there was a alert sent out about wild animals in the area, and I don't know why you sent your boyfriend out in the woods by himself. Why didn't you follow the warning? So, we kind of made her feel pretty shitty. And then we went and left and took our drunk Ricochet, who had just apparently found a bottle in the airship and downed it, even though Connor asked if he'd save at least one glass for me to drink because I needed one too. He didn't. So.
That's what heroes do.
Yeah, well, sure. That's what heroes do. No, that's what teammates do. They help each other out. And at this point in time, we didn't investigate far enough to find out if maybe there was an actual talking bear out there that attacked this guy. We just assumed it was Ricochet and left. So there may be a talking bear out there in those woods somewhere. Yeah, he may be stealing picnic baskets, and him and the park ranger might have something going, and he may have attacked this guy. We don't know for certain, because, we assumed and left after setting a weird scene behind.
Well, it is plausible. You do know a talking armadillo, so.
Yeah, but Connor did not think about that until the next day when he woke up and said, you know what? There might have been a bear.
Well, now that it is the next day, what are y'all doing?
Well, of course, everybody who's sleeping past 7 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning will wake up to the smell of freshly brewed coffee. Because for some odd reason, Connor was unable to sleep as per usual. Sleep is kind of a hard thing for him to deal with. So he's made him some coffee. Is probably on his second cup before he's gone out and dealt with, hanging out with the horses. Because, they're easier to deal with than people are from time to time. Probably riding the perimeter, checking in on the guards. And probably doing his morning PT. Which for some reason he still does, even though he really doesn't need to.
Well, while you're making your coffee, you do have, what's her name?
Vanessa? Or Kitty?
Miss Kitty. I'm trying to remember what her actual freaking name is.
Amelia?
Amelia, thank you.
I was right. Oh, okay. I was guessing.
She's sitting on the counter with a glass of milk, eating some toast.
At 6 in the morning?
Yeah, she's an early riser.
Oh, well, I didn't really expect anyone else to be up this early. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to get up and work on some of my science stuff.
Some of your science stuff.
I still gotta graduate high school, Might be a superhero or whatnot. But school's important.
Completely understandable. Well, I'm gonna go out for a ride. Do you need anything before I leave?
No, I'm good.
Just do me a favor.
What?
Don't knock the coffee pot off the counter, if you don't mind.
What do you mean?
Never mind. I'll make sure I push the coffee pot and everything back as far as it will towards the wall so it's not out towards the edge. And I will go ahead and head out to the horse.
Or, what are the rest of y'all doing? And what time y'all rising?
So Baxter doesn't sleep anymore.
And Army doesn't sleep, so he's up all night working on things.
Causing trouble, soon to be probably, but unethical tests that are totally ethical.
Yeah, and this way
The door's
Army
locked.
can, make sure he sees what's going on in all stock markets.
Okay.
Probably
Yeah.
spent the night testing on the symbiote with, some enhanced hearing from Kitty and some other stuff, just poking it and seeing what sticks.
Okay.
Unless someone comes wakes him up, Kyle's sleeping until about noon
Okay.
because I probably didn't go to bed until 5 because I was playing Call of Duty.
Bobby gets up about 6 every morning. So he is, as long as it's not raining or anything like that, he's outside. He is practicing his aim with the chain.
Okay. If you want to give me some rolls, see if you're getting some better proficiency with it.
So I have a question. Does I know we have a combat simulator, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Does the with the combat simulator, I can program it to put whatever image I want in it, correct?
I don't think we've adjusted it yet because somebody else was thinking about doing the same thing for other reasons. So I don't think.
Yeah,
I think you can at this point in
You
time.
have to be 21 or older to program it.
No issues there. No issues there. So.
No, the issue was we think somebody may have thought about doing like 15 different versions of Kitty and a couple of Vanessa while they're in there, but you know.
Ah, gotcha.
That is we don't want any Joy LaForge love stories.
Alright. You started off good, stalwart, but you're. Is that 14 down there? I say it's bad. Yeah, 14. Yeah. But after some reason, you just don't seem be able to maintain the stamina of swinging this big chain as it extends out and stuff. But you're slowly getting the hang of it. See. Baxter, you're locked in your lab. Army, you are locked
In my burrow.
Burrow.
Well, actually, I'll be at one of the computer stations since I'm actually having video conversations.
Okay. What about Ricochet? What's he doing?
Ricochet is in the combat simulator. Is where he's at. With Trigger not inside, he's on the outside, kind of sitting there, standing guard.
Okay. So what do you program to fight him?
He has programmed the incident that just happened.
Okay.
And he's running through different, all in a drunken, kind of like in a drunken stupor the whole time. He's drinking the whole time, and he'll run through, but every time it always ends up with the boyfriend either dying or getting beat to a bloody pulp, things like that. And he's been running it ever since they got back.
Okay.
Constantly, over and over and over.
How long does he do this for?
He's not stopped, let's put it that way, for a while.
Okay.
And if a dog could look panicked and upset, it would. It does. Trigger does.
Okay. Alright. And Kyle, he gets up afternoon. There's sandwiches and stuff in the kitchen.
So I go grab some food, and then I go down to the garage, and I go look for the keys for the motorbike. And if they're in the garage, I'm gonna find a helmet and get on the really fast motorbike and go really fast.
Oh, give me an investigation. and I'll let Dan decide whether or not he left his keys there.
Give me a percentage roll, Scott. I was just about to type in that that I'd probably keep them in my pocket, knowing you. But
So luckily, when I go to the garage, I find that he dropped his keys on the ground where the other keys go.
You're using your luck power, aren't you?
Yep.
mm,
I have to do at least one luck power get in trouble thing per episode.
Okay. Alrighty.
well, I did have a fast motorcycle.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Actually-
it's your motorcycle. 'Cause you were talking about how fast it goes.
Actually, I'm wondering if you're going to survive. I mean, I don't know what kind of durability you have, but wrecking a bike at 2,000 miles per hour might be a little detrimental to you and whatever's around you for the like 10, 15 miles.
Oh, what's going to happen is, so as soon as I get the bike maneuvered where it's going out the garage, woo, and then of course I fall off of it.
alrighty.
I'm trying to stay on, but I don't have a strength score, so and it just went off as fast as it could go.
And I take it you didn't put any points into, a kill switch like they have on CGs or something like that.
Yes, Army. Yes, Army. No,
Yeah,
I don't.
I'll start working on a after I find out. I'll start working on a biometric.
The motorcycle itself is not like the crotch rockets with a kill switch. It's more like it's like a custom Harley, is what it looks like. So the fact that it goes that fucking fast, built like that, is definitely deceptive.
Oh, and Robert, all your windows just exploded
Oh no! Well,
from the
wait.
sonic boom.
Oh, up in the building itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have what is that? Let me pull up another vehicle here. What's it called? I guess toughness, would it be? See how much, if he totally destroys the vehicle, or
Oh Jesus, really?
It can be rebuilt.
Let's see. The toughness of the vehicle currently, if it would load. Okay. Apparently it's
Of
taking
a
its sweet time.
motorcycle.
I didn't add to the toughness. It's got a toughness of 8.
Motorcycle's toughness is
It's an 8, is what the
Yeah.
toughness of this one is.
yes.
okay. Well, get on it. Sit.
As I fall off.
Yeah.
You look like an Ewok.
No, I don't even get that far.
But I will have you do a. I'm gonna start charging you, man.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
You can just put it under Twin Star Ranch. Oh no, here it is.
What kind of exhaust system does your bike have?
I mean, it's got pipes. It's pretty loud.
Okay. Since
I mean, honestly, I didn't think about that when I souped up its speed and its flight ability, so I don't really know what kind of exhaust system I'd say it has.
All right. Kyle, give me a percentage roll.
96.
Alright. As you go flying off the back, you're trying to hold on. You accidentally grab one of the pipes and send your hand a bit. As you see the bike go flying out, crashing through fresh crops, and smacking, well, actually, what used to be a chicken coop and some chickens, no longer there. And Connor, as you're riding the perimeter around, you hear this.
The sonic fucking boom of my motorcycle? Yeah.
Yeah. And then a crash as it ends up flipping and bouncing all the way down through the tree lines and out into this field area.
I mean, I'm sure it looks like a jetliner just fucking crashed in the middle of the ranch.
Yeah.
As soon as I hear the sonic boom, I'm like, God damn it, Kyle! I will activate my comms like, I'm pretty certain I know what that was, but security, can you please inform me of what the fuck that was?
We are not sure.
Did we have something come in, or was that something going out?
Well, it looks like Kyle's still in the garage according to the cameras, but it looks like something went tearing through the fields and knocked out the tree line and...
Well, don't scramble anyone. I will go take care of it. Check on Kyle. He may need medical. And I shut the comms off and ride out to where... I ride out to find the cut in the ground, the nice long deep crevice, and follow it to the end until I find my bike.
Alright. Why don't you give me a D100?
Sure. 58.
Okay. You have some bent, what are those? Pipes? I don't know.
Exhaust
Motorcycle
pipe?
parts.
Exhaust pipe?
But for the wheels, the spokes. Not the spokes.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Not the spokes in the wheel itself, but the
Yeah. That is kind of bent up and underneath the bike. But other than that, a few dents and scratches. But that's about the damage you see.
Yeah. I will definitely walk it back to the carpool area and lead the horse as I do so.
Alright. Well, as you're walking by, you notice the chicken coop's kind of gone. You see feathers pretty much everywhere. A line of crop has been destroyed.
Yeah. Good thing it's not my place.
And after Kyle gets up and takes off the helmet, going, God, ooh, man, ow, 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 ow. He disappears. He knows he's in trouble. He's going back to his room.
Down here with the earpiece. We're at the hangars. We don't see Kyle. Did you see him out there?
No, he's not out here. If you don't see his body or a blood trail, don't worry about it. He'll show up soon. I'm sure he's fine.
Alright. For those of you that are inside. Actually, wait, we still had Bobby. You were outside. When you saw this going down, what were you doing?
I was swinging a chain at a stalk of corn.
That's the black came beside you. That close to hitting you.
As a comet flies by.
Oh,
Paul,
should I be
I
that guy?
can't hear you.
Here in the cornfield, you see me pushing my bike, leading a horse.
Well, as you're whipping your chain, you hear this loud boom just as you went and popped a corn really good. You're like, oh, wow. Then you realize there's this whole section of corn taken out. Like, what the hell was that? And you eventually see Connor coming up with a broken ass bike
And a horse.
Mm-hmm.
and a horse.
Morning.
That horse on the bike with you?
No, I'm going to assume. I'm not going to assume anything. No, I rode up and just picked my bike up off the ground. Somebody else tried to ride it. I'll leave it at that. As he continues walking by. You alright? You didn't get hit by nothing? As he looks at
No.
the nice crevice that's right, like, near you.
No, I think some of the corn popped though.
If you go back a few, dozen yards, there's probably some fried chicken on the ground and maybe some fried eggs too.
Oh yeah?
I keep walking.
I skipped breakfast.
I don't elaborate any further than that. I'm just walking my bike back.
And for the three of you inside, you hear this loud boom and shattering of glass. You hear Amelia kind of screech out, as well as Vanessa, as they kind of take cover where they're at and come rushing out with. Well, Vanessa comes rushing out with a gun. Kitty comes running out, all ready to fight, wondering what the hell's going on.
I'm
Well, but-
going to check the CCTV and find out what happened. And when I see Kyle, I am going to revise his schedule so that he is or that he is going to be doing lessons in farming and agriculture under armed guard.
You're on the prison farm now.
Be sure to shake that bush.
I mean, I'm 16 years old. I make mistakes.
That's why
Better than
you're
anyone.
going to have agricultural training. I think we'll start with cleaning out the chicken coops.
I already cleaned out the chicken coop.
Now you just need to clean it up.
Yeah.
And rebuilt it.
Alright.
Oh, and for everyone, in the Twin Star Ranch folder, I put Army's human avatar.
Oh no.
Where did you put it?
In the Twin Star Ranch folder.
Armani Dillman.
Yeah, Armani Dillman.
Looks like he.
CEO of Armadillo Trading.
He wasn't very inventive early on.
It's alright.
I mean, he looks a little bit like a sociopath, but you know.
A little?
So the question is, does Armani wear Armani suits?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Well, that was a stupid question. Of course he does.
Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? Yeah.
Ricochet, what are you doing after you hear this sonic boom go off near you?
Ricochet is still in the combat simulator. He's more focused on his mistake than anything else right now. I'll be honest, he really doesn't care. So this is really, it's triggered something in him, and Trigger is panicked and he's not sure what to do. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. Now, with your flashbacks, PTSD, would a loud explosion boom like that trigger it?
Well, I was off in a distance when it went off, but if I had been standing where Bobby was, fuck yeah.
Okay. Well, I was asking for.
Probably. So.
Okay.
Yeah. If I had been like right near when the bike come flying by, I probably would have went into some cover and calling in who called in the airstrike and shit like that.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want to add your flashback or whatever inside your combat simulator.
So Trigger is going to go look for Connor, or the first person he finds, but he's mainly looking for Connor.
Okay.
Well,
But it's one of them. It's. Have you ever seen a dog like they're not sure if they should go or not, and they're kind of panicked back and forth? That's how he's acting.
Okay. All right. Well, he runs out. He kind of bypasses Kitty. Not really. Target on Connor. Connor, as you get your bike back to the hangar, you do see Ricochet running up to you.
You mean Trigger?
Trigger.
Trigger, yeah. Just barking statically and then kind of running back a couple steps, turns back, barks some more.
All right, hold on. I will park the bike and I'll hand the horse off to
Ricochet in a whale. Yeah.
I'll hand the horse's reins off to like some security or whatever nearby to go put the horse back up. All right, lead the way, buddy.
Okay. He takes off running back to the house. Bobby, you heading back that way as well, or you gonna go check out the chickens and the eggs?
He said there was fried chicken and eggs out here. I'm gonna see if I can find out where. They cook out all the time around here. We'll see if I can follow the smell of fried chicken back to some kind of source.
I'm sure you can.
You head over towards the chicken coop. You see the coop has been obliterated. You see feathers all over the place. You see semi-burnt chickens, destroyed eggs, just littering the chicken coop.
Well, damn it. This chicken even cooked right. I'm gonna go back to the house, find me some breakfast.
All right. Okay. So you three head back to the house. Baxter, you do hear a knock on your door.
Yeah? Can I help you?
Hi, yes, it's Amelia. I have some homework due on enzymology. Think you could help me out?
Like really scanning what he's working on and
I got my biochemistry test coming up in a few days. I just need to work on how cells work on a molecular level and
yeah, just give me a second as I put away everything except for, possible like useful teaching equipment if it's biology and whatnot, and then bring her in and work on the teleporter later.
basically her homework assignment is seeing how cells react when injected with different chemicals and outside.
Oh no. Yeah, that's fine.
Young, impressionable minds.
Well, as luck would have it, you do that here.
Exactly. So if you look at this, living creature right here. What is that? It's not important.
Why does it
Oh,
have? Why has it
all
got
I
the
know is
same
that-
color as Connor's skin sometimes?
Why is it screaming?
We're here to work on your homework, not to answer questions.
Thought this was a science report, not ethics.
Exactly. What are ethics?
That's a humanities thing.
So there is an impressionable mind that you could corrupt.
Oh no.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Right. But y'all make your way to the combat simulator. And what do they see there?
So when you get there, the door's kind of half ajar. If you go inside, it looks like this forest, if you will, has been poorly programmed. There's parts of the combat simulator, like in Star Trek, when the holodeck's messing up, you can actually see the holodeck, and then you've got the actual, like, what they've got there, like the big holes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can still see the walls and stuff like that. It's poorly put together. Ricochet's there. His cowl's is pulled back. There's a couple of bottles over in the corner that are like either empty or half empty. He is just sitting there, and it's running like a version of him attacking the boyfriend, and he's watching it over and over and over again. And every time it gets to the point to where he could leave, the version of Ricochet kills him. And every time he does, Ricochet or David takes just another drink and keeps watching.
Connor, give me a perception check. You notice just before the boyfriend gets attacked, he is holding something, but you can't quite tell what it is.
What's
Okay.
Connor's first name?
That is his first name, Connor.
Connor is his first name. Okay.
McBain is his last name.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
I picture as soon as you step into the simulator, a bottle comes flying and smashes against the wall.
yeah, and I will
Close to you.
I will make sure that really sucked. What the hell? Okay, apparently I'm still a little rattled from the explosion and the bike and now a bottle flying past me that my stealth is only a 15. I have a 12 before I roll. I mean, Jesus. I was not meant to make that roll. And they said nothing's good on TV.
All I wanted to do was keep them safe. That's all I wanted.
I understand. What happened out there yesterday?
He looks down at his hands. You can look at his hands. He's not bathed, nothing like that. He's got blood all over his knuckles, hands, his gloves. And he's like, I can't get it all.
Well, before we continue, let me ask. I'm noticing your little playback here. You think you killed him?
I don't really remember.
Well,
All I remember,
I'll set you at ease. He is alive.
I remember seeing their faces. My daughters. I remember they were Connor. They were afraid.
Did they
of
see
me.
you? They saw you?
They were afraid of me. You don't get it. I do this to protect them. I can't. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. All I want is to love the. I want them to love me. I don't. He starts rubbing his hands. I can't get it off. Why won't it come off?
Is there blood on his hands?
It's on his gloves. He never changed when we beating him up.
I'm just making sure it wasn't just something he's seeing and something that Connor's not seeing.
You know what? His hands are clean. So he's seeing it. I can't. Hey, do you remember Vasquez back? Do you remember him? Remember he always liked those tell those he had those quirky dad jokes. Do you remember him?
I remember him.
I remember that one.
Stupidest jokes
I remember that one he used to tell all the time. What do they say about the constipated mathematician? They had to use a pencil to work it out.
Connor's he doesn't say anything. He stands there and listens to you and lets you speak. He puts a hand on your shoulder.
He took 3 in the chest from an insurgent. First one in. He died in my hands before we could get him out. All I can remember is the fear in his face, in his eyes. I can't. I've seen that same fear in my girls. I can't. Connor, I don't know what to do. And he just starts rocking back and forth. Am I a good person?
You're human, brother.
I don't know. He starts rubbing his hands harder. He's like, he can't get it off. He just starts breaking down, starts crying, and sobbing.
I walk over to the console and I program how I saw Army and the girls' demeanors playing with Army, how they were happy and they weren't scared and cowering or anything like that. And I play that sequence. I don't play the wife's hysteria. I play the sequence of the kids not scared, just playing.
Okay.
He smiles. He's still crying, and it's one of those where he's just, you could tell that it's almost like a relief, almost like a release for him, almost. All I want to do is protect them, even if they don't want me.
That's why we're here. Not everybody's going to know who we are when we protect them. But there's a reason we're doing this. You got a lot to work out, brother.
Thank you.
I'm here. I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist by no means, but I'm here if you need to have an ear to listen.
Thank you.
But if you need a punching bag next time, you can just call me. All right, man?
He just nods.
We'll work it out together.
Trigger comes over and kind of sits in his lap. Okay. I just need some time. I'll be good. Yeah, I'll be all right. He just watching it.
Yeah, I put the kids playing with Army and the toys that he gave them on a loop, and that's the only thing. I lock the system. If you need me to roll a tech to see if I can actually fucking do it.
Sure.
Hey, look, I did better than my stealth.
Okay. You're able to somewhat lock the system that, you know.
And I make like I'm walking towards the door, but then I just fade into some of the mist that's in the scene, and just kind of
Okay.
hang out nearby.
Alrighty. Kyle, Bobby, what are y'all doing in there?
I want to make some pancakes.
Okay.
Pancakes. None of that fancy stuff.
Okay. As you come in the kitchen, you do notice that there's some glass on the floor. You notice there's another coffee cup and paper towels on the floor.
Yeah, Connor's gone to the point of making him get himself a metal coffee mug.
I will get a broom and I will clean it all up, and
Okay.
then I'll make some pancakes.
That's not too difficult. You make yourself some flapjacks and get some nice syrup and whatever else you want to put on them.
Roll a cooking check.
What would that be? Intellect?
I'm teasing. I have no idea what
I
to
have
roll.
no idea.
Hell yeah, those are good pancakes.
All right.
Excellent.
Hungry Jack never fails, baby.
Yeah. Kyle, you still hiding in your room?
No, I go to find Baxter, and
Okay.
when I come up to the his door and knock or push the button, whatever you have to do to get in.
Yeah. Knocking or whatever is probably just a door with a handle with a lock on it. So nothing crazy exciting.
Okay.
But,
So you hear a knock at your door.
Yeah, just keep paying attention to what I've already showed you and go over and hey, what's up?
Um, he becomes visible and goes, "Can you help me with this? Kind of hurts."
What happened there?
Something. I was trying to cook.
Obvious got pieces of concrete stuff stuck in his hand.
Not a problem. I'll try. So just a second. Healing goes off with that effect. So
Thank you.
yeah, as you get this little radiant light just going around whatever's hurt, and that would cure up to 3 afflictions, I believe.
Hey, have you seen Connor anywhere?
No, I've been in here.
Oh, okay,
Something
thanks.
happened?
I have no idea.
All right. Do take care.
Hi, Kyle.
Ah, oh, hey, what you doing?
I'm doing my biochemistry homework.
Why are you? It's summertime.
I go to school year round. I go online.
Oh my God! Please don't tell my mom that. Oh, I do
Okay.
not want to go to school year freaking round. I wish I could help you, but I'm not very good at biology yet. Or biochem. Is that what you said? Biochemistry?
Yes. Yeah, I'm
Um,
in advanced classes.
what role would that be for that? Technology or?
It'd be probably intelligence unless you got some kind of biology
Yeah.
back there.
So when she starts talking about something, though, I'll, you know, oh yeah, I understand that. But Yeah, Dr. Baxter, you mind if I hang in here?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just helping her with her homework.
Cool. He will, and in my head, he goes, Connor will never expect me to be in here.
Connor's mind's off that bike right now.
Oh, yeah, but Kyle's still
Oh, yeah.
panicking. So he's going to go help or attempt to help her do her homework.
Okay.
You're here to help and, see what the homework's going on. I was seeing if there was a possible ulterior motive. No.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
No,
Yes,
I
you
rolled a 1. Oh,
And you still beat my 6. So did I. I rolled a 1. So from saying that he has no idea what's going on to the point of I'm going to help with homework, and as soon as he sits down, the Nintendo Switch comes out. So yeah, he's helping.
So yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of, sciencey jargon being thrown around while you're there.
Oh yeah, he's paying all kinds of attention to you.
Yeah.
And I rolled another 1 from just saying that.
Well,
You
Amelia
rolled-
kind of smiles as you're like, "Oh yeah, I'll hang out here." They always wants to hang out, and then she sees your Game Boy or whatever it is, and she's like, "Oh." Goes back to work.
Oh, wait a minute, let me see if I noticed it.
You're a teenage boy, probably not.
Did I notice that?
Let's see.
I think I'm just gonna take skill mastery and everything at this point. Insight, that's a 12 plus 1 because I rolled the 1. At this point, technology investigation, that's fine.
Okay. Apparently, we need to reset roll 20.
Why are they that bad? All of them.
I have a plus 11 to the roll itself, and I rolled a 2.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what happened with my insight.
That's what happened with my
So-
stealth. I have a 12 to my stealth before I even roll.
Yeah.
So as I'm playing or getting the game set up to play, I notice that she looks disappointed. So I kind of put the Twitch up and sit close enough that I'm touching, not touching, but enough that I can like point things out to her if something makes sense to me. Like once every 20 or 30 pages. Because she's in advanced classes.
Yeah. Alrighty. So we have Stalwart eating breakfast, Connor helping out.
Just, I'm keeping an eye on him.
Okay.
Kind of secretly, so he doesn't know that I'm there.
Alright.
If it helps, he's not even paying attention, so it should be easy to sneak up on him right now.
So I guess that leaves us to Armies. He's still selling beachfront property or
no,
trees
after-
to himself.
After seeing the CCTV, he's going to continue what he was doing until Connor's bike comes back in, and then he's
Oh,
going to go
the bike's
and repair
in.
Connor's.
The bike's already in. I dropped it
Okay,
off when I ran
then-
the trigger.
Okay, then I will go over and repair Connor's bike for him.
Okay.
So, I mean, if anyone comes into the hangar, there's basically an armadillo with metallic tentacles coming out of him repairing the bike.
So we have a
I
Dr.
think
Octopus
tentacles,
Armadillo.
Filaments. There are all these metallic filaments coming out of him.
Not quite 9 o'clock yet.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. And he's also limiting Kyle's motor pool to the moped.
You're grounded.
You can't even get an SUV, just a moped.
No four-wheeler, a moped.
And even that has a
man.
governor.
That's got a governor on it. Oh man.
Hey, but you never know when you might get lucky enough to find something that's not locked down.
Yeah, and you know, the whole base is now under an artificial intelligence that is a beta version of Army. So the vehicles may just start talking, going, Kyle, you really need somebody to be there to help teach you how to do this.
Kyle, you know you don't need to do that. Do you remember that happened last time with the motorcycle? Where the fuck is that coming from?
Yes.
And then on the screen, Knight Rider starts playing.
No, only problem
there'll
is
either be a cricket or a clip, a paper clip that's going to appear and tell you what to do.
the paperclip. I forgot about the paperclip.
So I see you're trying to steal Connor's bike again. Can I help?
I have videos to show you how wrong that might be. Here, watch these. And then when you're done, we'll
Blood
talk.
on the pavement.
Found some hot wiring tips on the internet. Would you like to see those?
Stalwart, as you're sitting there in the kitchen eating, enjoying your delicious breakfast, Vanessa comes in and goes, "So, what are we going to do with the guy we have in the cell?"
I don't know. I thought we were going to ask him some questions and then probably put him in prison or something.
Okay.
Maybe we should start looking around.
Do you know where he was
Everybody's gone. No one told me.
at? Okay.
Is there some kind of intercom system or something like that?
Yeah, actually, there are touch screens where you can find out where people are and contact them.
So I'm gonna go talk to the refrigerator or whatever.
Talk to the refrigerator.
Hey, fridge, where is everybody?
We need milk. Add milk to your shopping list.
Okay, that's not the one.
And it's all in Army's voice too.
Yes.
That's the air, right? It's
Yeah.
just. Wait, Army, is that you?
Army, are you in the fridge?
Oh, wait. Have y'all seen the Alexa commercial where they wonder if the two people wonder if Alexa can read their mind and all the things go wrong with that?
I have not.
Yeah. Look it up. It's really funny. But yeah, so the refrigerator is telling you what's going on the shopping list for the days.
So I'll see if
But
I can
there
find
are
another touch screen.
Yeah, there are some in all the hallways.
Oh, it's over here. So I'm like, hey, where is everybody? We need to make some decisions.
Would you like to send out a general intercom message to meet in conference room C?
Yeah.
It's a little armadillo icon. And so a general message goes out over the whole base to meet in conference room C.
So I turned to Vanessa and it's like, do you know where conference room C is?
I was about to ask you that.
Please follow the flashing bulbs along the wall, and it will take you to conference room C. And as you walk, please turn left at 50 feet.
Recalibrating. Make a U-turn. Okay. So before we dive into interviews and questions like that, let's go ahead and step away for a quick 10-minute break.
Yep, because I actually got
Okay.
dogs upstairs that are crying to go to the bathroom apparently. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in about 10, 15 minutes, give or take, and we will see if Connor and Ricochet actually answers the comm and finds their way to, conference room C, or if we'll see what happens when we get back. All right, and we are back. So, what does Ricochet do when he hears the intercom go off about everyone meeting at the conference room?
He takes a few minutes. He finally stands up and he pets Trigger. He walks over and pauses the recording.
And you notice that when you go to pause it, it's still going.
He'll watch his girls just for a bit. He'll wipe the tears, stuff like that, from his face, and he'll pull his cowl back on, and he will head out. He'll head toward, just as he goes to leave, he'll turn back and look like he's trying to lock that image in his head. Like that, I want to remember this. And he'll finally duck out and head that way.
As soon as he turns a corner and is out of sight, Connor materializes and turns off the simulator. So now it's just a big open room. And he'll follow out behind him as quietly as possible. So I will definitely roll another stealth because I don't want him realizing I was behind him the entire time. So
I'll say this.
Yeah,
He's
better.
not even, he's not his normal, like, Batman, like, awareness,
he's-
if that
he's-
makes sense.
He's locked in himself at the moment.
Right. Although he will stop off at the his room and, like, deodorize, stuff like that, so he don't smell like a bar as bad.
So that will make Connor getting to the conference room before he does. Alright. Ricochet's on his way. Everybody else here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
You,
tell me when
you
I
don't see Kyle.
Bobby, is Kyle here?
Is Kyle there?
Yeah, but as soon as he mentions it, Kyle gets up and like looks like he's about to bolt for the door.
Is he in one piece at least?
Seems to be.
All
Like I imagine, I think I would know.
Yeah. He looked fine to me. He was in Baxter's office. We were doing my science homework.
See,
Alright. Then he doesn't mention or say anything else about Kyle other than knowing he's alright and he's here somewhere.
So Kyle, since you don't see anything, Kyle will sit back down. When Ricochet actually walks into the room with Trigger, all of a sudden the invisibility goes down and he tries to get Trigger to come to him.
Trigger will. I picture Trigger. Trigger loves. I picture me like you're his new best friend kind of thing. So.
And he sees you. Trigger likes kids as the toys. So you're just his new toy.
Mm-hmm.
That's Dragon's that way with Aiden here. He's his toy. If you can't get to him and play with him, then he gets upset.
And Dr. Baxter is going to get a ping on his text with plans for a ankle bracelet for Kyle that tracks him.
Classified
sounds
as
like
a
what all
teaching tool.
Yes, teaching tool number 32.
Sounds like what all parents want for their kids.
Yes.
So Kyle will notice as soon as he becomes visible, Connor looks his direction.
He doesn't look it up.
Well, I mean, if he actually paid attention, he'd notice there was no anger on Connor's face. There is a little bit of a relieved look in his eyes, but he doesn't let any of it show on his face.
Understood, but yeah, he's doing everything he can not to look at you.
Yeah. Oh, I understand. Connor's just glad that you're in one piece. That could have been bad.
So when Ricochet walks in the room, He reaches in one of his side pouches and he pulls out the little box
Okay.
and he slides it on the table.
What y'all see is a box that's approximately 1.97 inches by 1.97 inches by 1.57 inches.
Damn, precise measurements or something?
What's the box?
Come on, man. What's in the box?
I'm
Sorry, I had to.
gonna say that Ricochet hasn't opened it. Okay, so when he was on the last episode, after he'd done what he did, he found this little box. So I picture he just slides it onto the table and he goes,
Yeah.
I'm
Connor,
not
okay.
sure where this came from. I don't picture he remembers much of what happened.
Connor, as you're looking at the box, you realize it kind of looks like the shape that the image in the combat.
Ah, okay.
That kind of looks like what he had in his
I'll
hand.
reach over and grab it, kind of look at the box, flip it around, see if there's... What's it made out of?
It's just a cardboard box, a little. You see, K's written on it.
I was gonna
K's?
say, is it a little ring box? A little.
You could surmise that with the dimensions.
I will turn my back to Ricochet,
Okay.
and I will crack it open.
As you crack it open, you see a ring hanger. As you open that, you see a gold metal band with 3 clear gems embedded in it.
Yeah, I will just put it in my pocket and turn back to the group. All right, so
Hey, Ricochet.
who called the group?
Hey, Ricochet.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, your kids are so freaking cute. You should have seen them with the little armadillos. Those things, Arnie did a good job for that. That was so cute. Them playing with armadillos,
Yeah,
talking to Arnie.
He'll
I'll
get
show
a
you.
smile on his.
Like,
He'll get actually
cool.
get a smile on his face. He goes, "I've seen that. I really, really appreciate it." And he looks at Arnie.
Oh, no problem.
So, who called the meeting?
Victoria wants to know what we're doing with the dude in the box.
Who's Victoria?
Who?
Vanessa.
Vanessa,
Sorry.
whatever.
The dude in the box. Oh, you're referring to our prisoner. Well, I mean, it's been
Yeah.
kind of a hectic morning this morning, and was the last thing on my
Yeah,
mind.
what was that about?
Kyle disappears.
I just kind of look over towards where Kyle was sitting. I was like,
There was an explosion.
yeah, somebody was trying to take my motorcycle out for a joyride this morning, and it didn't work out quite the way they wanted it to.
Oh, looks back at his phone with the ankle monitor. Gotcha.
So yeah,
Dots have connected.
Your bike is nearly repaired. I'll need about 45 more minutes.
thank you. I appreciate that. But don't worry, I'll finish it up later. I'm glad that he's all right.
At some chickens.
Yeah, the chicken coop is destroyed, and a lot of the crops are messed up, so that will have to be taken care of by somebody. But anyway, yeah, you're right. The more important thing to do is to deal with the fellow we brought back with us yesterday.
Yeah, I tried talking to him, but I could not understand a single word he was saying.
Did you? What was he? I mean, What can you repeat what he may have been saying?
Wouldn't we have video of that cell?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there should be video of the cell.
Well, let's bring it up. We have a monitor in here anywhere?
Yep.
There's one in the
So
hall.
Army will turn it up. Well, Army will turn on the wall screen and.
We all just meet around the fridge. That's where we have our meetings. There's a screen right there.
So, I mean, is the milk supposed to do something, or the butter? I mean, I'm not
Hey,
understanding.
look,
Watch it
all
long
Is this
enough,
like
it
an
will.
art-related
appliances are
video?
smart appliances.
So, yeah, brings up the video, and what do we hear or see?
All right. I will get that for you. Where's the sound at?
Play some sound for us.
I mean, if we need to make something that can come or figure out a way to listen to it, I could probably sort something out. And
Oh, I understand
bit.
all languages.
Does he speak
Of
a
course
different
you do.
language?
Well, it's
Connor says the same thing at the exact same time you do. The only reason
have
I
a
did is because I had a
universal
mouthful of
translator.
food.
That should be here first when it pops up. Because it's. You probably didn't hear it, did you?
No.
No.
Okay, I was trying to make a joke. You have a universal translator for.
Well, Army is a universal translator. So I'll just close caption everything that's said.
Does that include extinct languages?
It includes all. Here, hold on.
Did you take
Um,
Did you take all of comprehend?
Yes, I comprehend all, and I comprehend plants, animals.
I mean, if he can talk to
Objects,
fucking plants, I'm sure he can understand a dead
interface.
language.
Yeah. The only thing I can't talk to are spirits.
But he's working on that.
Not really.
No, Baxter's
Hey,
working on
Bobby.
that.
And
Yeah.
I cannot speak any language, but everyone understands for some reason what I'm saying.
Gotcha. I had a Constantine character once. He could speak to spirits, but it was built into his cell phone, so he would literally call the spirits up and talk to them.
Oh, no, that's cool. I like that idea.
Hey,
Okay.
Bobby.
Yeah.
My mom sent a text. They said that the team won this week at football. The score was wow. Score was 69
Huh.
to 68. It was one off.
So they owe you one, huh?
Yeah.
But she said that the quarterback almost broke your record.
Hooray, sports ball.
For blocks?
Huh?
For blocks?
Yeah. Well, whatever the okay, whatever position you played, somebody almost broke your record. You know me, I don't know the ball things. She just told me to tell you. Gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Well, the language that you're coming across is somewhat of a Utah Aztec. You realize it's Tissos and a not prehistoric, but let's see, Tisso people. How far back do they go? A dead language that hasn't been heard in about 6,000, almost 7,000 years. Native American tribe that ruled the lands back there. And what you're making out is he's currently cursing this land.
Okay, well, I'm just getting closed captioning of it.
Yeah. As you see him kind of tied up and he's just rambling on some kind of chant that, from your understanding from this extinct language, was a curse of some sorts. So you're thinking that this guy's some kind of old shaman or shaman. Now that you've kind of put that power restrictor on him, his what you normally saw, which did I ever show you what he looked like?
We saw the token.
Okay.
It was
Yeah, he's
That-
kind of funky looking.
Yeah.
He's no longer looking like that. He's kind of have like a grayish hair. His body looks almost. If he wasn't walking and talking, you'd think he was an actual dead body. His body's so malnourished, desiccated,
there you go.
but
Well,
he is alive. He does have a pulse and everything else. He's just very, very, very,
well,
very old.
I think the
Well,
first
why don't
thing's-
we go down there and talk to him again?
sounds like a plan. Kyle, do you
All
want
right.
to like sit this one out?
What?
Would you like to sit this one out?
Sure.
Well,
I'll take
There,
care of the trigger.
there may be questions I'll have to ask him that might bother you, so I'm asking if you want to.
If you're
sit.
going to talk about my sister, then I'll stay up here.
Very well, because he may have had a hand in her body's disappearance. So yeah, we'll go down and start questioning this fella.
So, Army, how soon do you want that done?
Oh, I mean, a couple days. I know you work fast. You might have other priorities.
Well, no one on this team seems to sleep. Oh, they have all the time in the world.
I sleep.
I
Everybody
try.
but me
I
and Army
try to
sleep.
sleep. Connor
And
tries
Ricochet
to sleep.
sleeps sometimes.
No,
But he gets
Ricochet
paid
just
a
passes
full
out. There's a difference between passing out and sleeping. Just saying. So we'll head down to the room that this fella's in.
All right.
Uh,
As you walk in, he kind of looks up at you. His eyes are kind of hazed over, almost.
cataracts?
Yeah.
Man, you ain't looking so good.
And he doesn't seem to understand you.
Army
As
translates.
And all I hear is Army saying the exact same thing I just said. It's like,
Yeah,
okay.
because you hear it in your native language.
Okay. He replies back along the lines that his death will come to him soon, and he will look more worse than what I do.
Excuse me, but why did you disturb the graves of people in Montana? The graves of, and I will repeat the names. I have not pulled that document up yet.
The graves of Kyle's sister and Kyle's ancestor.
Yeah. Ryan Chandler, and what is his sister's name?
Tracy Smith.
Tracy Smith.
Their bodies still have use.
Okay, well, what type of use?
They were chosen by the gods.
What
Do you
gods?
work?
Does God have a name?
Well,
An
yes,
address?
What gods?
Gods of. Nice. Or how do you pronounce that? I'll just say Anupu.
I don't know. We can look that up. Do you
As
know,
you understand him as Anubis or
Osiris?
Osiris, yes.
Do you know a person, or sorry, do you work with the Obsidian Brotherhood?
They help clear my lands of you filth.
So,
So you know Dr. Margaret Avel, or Ivel, also known as Nemesis.
That name has no bearing to me.
How about Madame Celeste?
That name has no bearing to me.
Nash Whitmore.
That name has no bearing to me.
But you gave the body of Tracy Smith to some.
That I did. As with her ancestors. I did not ask his name.
I
He was
see.
a gentleman. Blonde hair. Scar on face.
I look at Connor. Does this resemble this Nash guy that you supposedly knew?
that's a good question. As a player, I cannot recall. DM. Let's see. We have Nash's picture right here.
Yeah, Whitmore. Yeah,
I can't tell if he's got a scar on his face or not.
Blonde hair.
he does.
He's wearing a hat, so it looks like he's got blonde
He
hair
does.
over the ears.
Looks like he just could be wrinkled.
Yeah, it looks like a very wrinkly face. No, there's a scar on the left. I mean, on the right.
Yeah, I do see a scar above his mouth. Okay, so we can assume that this might be. We can working hypothesis it was Nash. So
he gave the bodies to Nash.
So how did one end up back there with him?
So can you tell us a bit about you? What is your name?
I have many names.
Well, we
My
only need
tribe called me Ratias.
I see. Roctius, then. What was your tribe?
We were the powerful Chisos tribe.
Chisos tribe. I see.
Chisos.
Can you say that again? CHI?
SOS.
SOS.
Their tribe is
Now-
sort of a mix between Native American and the Aztecs. Since
Gotcha.
they're all around that area, and that's what Chiso tribe, and they kind of ruled Big Bend area.
Okay. Now, your tribe has been gone, I assume, for many, many years.
I brought forth my ancestors that you destroyed.
Oh, you mean the Earth creatures?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. If anyone else has questions, please ask, because I'm running out.
Well, like I said, how did the one body return? Why was it there at the where we were just at?
Yeah, why was Ryan Chandler's amulet with you? Or with the big creature you summoned?
Did
Was
not
that also
summon-
his body?
Oops. Woman raised body turned into that
Woman. What?
foul creature.
Describe
What
Abel to
woman?
him. Describe Abel and see if that's the woman he's referring to.
I described well, I'm going to let Baxter describe Margaret Ivel because I don't have a good description of her.
Gray hair.
description I have is a woman in her 50s, white hair, short length, glasses, kind of gaunt looking, very pale.
So he was
Yes.
this thing here in front of us was hired to get these two bodies because they still had lingering power. Is that what you're saying? From the graveyard?
That's
Their
what it
gods
sounds like.
called for their bodies.
Were
They
there
promised me to rid you of my lands.
were
We
there
didn't come here until after you took the body.
All this chisel land.
so you were last game I know I wasn't there, but this guy was putting out evil spirits into the land. That's what he was doing.
He was raising his ancestors,
Gotcha.
the Chisel warriors, that the things you wiped out as they were attacking a coyote, and then y'all proceeded to attack them.
Did he bring the bodies back to life, or did he just give them to Nash?
The bodies up in Montana, he gave them
Yeah.
to Nash.
So he did not
No,
put his clan spirits into these bodies.
no.
But you just said that a woman, Dr. Abel, we believe, brought Ryan Chandler's body back as that Earth creature. Is that
Right.
correct? Okay. You said that it was a foul creature, so this is not something you approved of?
It is not human.
Okay.
It wasn't imbued. Good.
Oh, no, go on.
My people's spirits shall rise again. And that thing was not of my people.
How did you rise again?
I never fell.
So, your body has been wandering around those lands all this time.
Yes.
But you've only made your presence known now. Why?
Because I finally found someone to help aid me rid you of my lands.
Okay. Why didn't you stop your people from dying out?
The famine.
So it was God's will
The devils.
that your people died out.
The devils came, took land.
Okay. And so you could not do anything to save your people.
I am but only one shaman.
Army, you can see Army's trying to think of something. It's like, I could start a logic argument with him, but I don't think this is going to go well if I start. Your people lost the land. It has now gone to others. Just as your people probably conquered somebody to claim that.
We lived in peace with our neighbors to the south, who built great temples.
Yes, but
They too were wiped out.
You took out, or at some point you claimed the land.
Amongst the beast of the four legs.
I see. So you claimed it from them. Okay.
And I spend a hero point since we've been sitting here talking to this guy. Can I spend my hero point to gain
Okay.
to gain inspiration, to get a clue?
Okay.
Maybe he speaks about something that he, didn't mean to say, or something along those lines. Or
Okay.
And by the way, I think for Ricochet's playing of his PTSD, he deserves a second hero point.
Okay.
well, thank you.
Well, and Marcus asked us to make sure we remind him when we think somebody's done something that's in their consequences.
Alright, so yeah, I won't steal the one you already have.
Okay.
Although I should, since you almost had me flash. But that's it's alright. It's alright. Just caught me off guard. Okay.
Well, if it helps, Bobby will ask him a question, and if he blurts something out in regards to that question,
Okay.
maybe that's where the information comes from.
Alright, what's your question?
If you were to contact the general and ask him to meet you, would he? Or maybe he's not a general. Whoever, the guy with the uniform.
Scarface.
The man who took the bodies.
Yes.
Yeah, Scarface.
They normally come to me when they find another body that needs to be arisen, taken, without being known. But as for contacting, then throw in the hero point for this.
Right.
What happened to your hero point, by the way? I just noticed it disappeared. Yeah. Plus, it gives me a chance to think about what I was going to say. They normally come to me.
But if they're supposed to help you get us off your land, don't you have some way of contacting them to tell them that there are people there that you want gone?
Their plans for when they raise the Hellspawn, the Hell Queen, sorry. When they raise the Hell Queen, her and her demon army will wipe out those who throw disdain on my lands. They asked if I knew where.
That sounds super bad.
And you're sure they weren't going to wipe you off your own land too?
Like, it's probably pretty difficult to get rid of a Hell Queen and a demon army. So, how do you know they're gonna leave?
They will hide out on their island.
Island?
To the island to the eastern seas.
That the island that only shows up every so often.
Yes.
Oh, what is the?
High Brazil.
Yeah.
They apparently will take refuge there as the Hell Queen and her army wipes through. My lands to rid me of you. And as for your hint or insight, it's up in the northeastern part off the coast of Ireland, and he mentions that though they dig in Egypt, the Hell Queen is much further north and east of the Great Pyramids.
All right,
Basically,
then.
sending it to Pakistan.
Gotcha.
So, Vanessa, do we have any way of delivering this fine gentleman to whatever the name of the place we worked for?
Dices?
Yes.
Basis.
Uh,
I'm sure they have
Yeah.
a facility to lock him in.
yeah, they should have a better holding cell. Do you mind coming with me? I don't want to fly with this thing on me
Oh yeah,
by
no,
myself.
no, wouldn't
Oh,
fly.
no, we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Especially if he's apparently cursing our lands right now. Is that what happened out there?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, that's not what happened out there. That was Kyle.
Oh, no, yeah, that was.
What did Kyle do this time?
Rode my motorcycle, or at least tried to.
So that's what that thump was.
That's a little big of an explosion for a motorcycle.
It's a really nice bike. But I'll let Kyle explain that to you.
But see what other info I can give you for. Yeah. He mentions that the blonde hair gentleman with the scar was the last time he saw him was after he dropped off Granite, which was about 2 days ago. As you described the general, he's like, no, much younger man, but close. So,
Much younger man.
yes.
So the general was not the one he was talking about?
No. But the way you described the general to him, he was saying, yes, but if he was a little younger. Possibly a familiar of
Family resemblance.
yeah,
Familial.
that word.
Do I know, or do we know that he has any family?
Yeah, he was a prominent general. Wife, kids. Son that went to West Point.
Would his kid have the same scar though?
Well, he might
Could
have
have.
another scar.
A different scar of sorts. He just had a scar on the face.
And of course, the picture of the general it looked like it might have been a scar, but it didn't look like it was an actual scar.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was or not.
I'm going to specifically ask him, the man with the scar on his face, does he have a name? What did others call him? What?
Dirty, dirty, dirty. That's the guy's name.
Dirty, dirty, dirty.
Oh, Swedish chef, gotcha.
So
Swedes
So
were
we're looking for a Muppet
with a scar on his face.
with a scar on his
A
face.
blonde Muppet with a scar. That shouldn't be too hard to find.
Congrats, Josh. I think you've just given somebody an idea for the next superhero if one of theirs dies.
Andrew. Andrew.
Does that happen to be General Whitmore's son's name?
Possibly.
What I'm going to do, Army is going to kind of sit off now and is linking with the computer and trying to do a search on all public records and images, social profile of the general and his family.
Okay.
If it's a general, I cannot remember.
Well, there's 2 stars on the picture.
Yeah, he was a general. Major Scott was a captain at the time when y'all's thing went down. Kept his mouth shut, got the promotion, felt bad and got out. And tried to date a lovely woman, but apparently that went awry.
Well,
But as you go through the general's information, you notice he has a son who's working up at the Pentagon. You see his younger son, whose name is Andrew, who's had a few incidents with the law, but they always seem to be dismissed. But you see a booking photo of blonde hair, a little bit of spike. He does have like a scar across his nose and a scar kind of down on his chin.
Okay. And he has blonde hair.
Yes.
And anything about his social media profile over the last 6 months?
Over the last 6 months, you see he's been gone on several party trips down Florida Keys, hitting clubs in Vegas. You see Club 54 in Vegas pop up several times, flashing some money, drinking, partying, things like that.
Okay.
and how recent was the last post?
Last post was probably about 4 days ago. So let's say that was probably like a Saturday night. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, usually Wednesday. So it's about Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon.
So it's been recent.
Yeah.
And that was in Las Vegas?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I can be in Vegas in about 20 minutes.
And go on and compile the information from the other son too, just in case.
Mm.
But he's not blonde, is he?
No, he's black hair. You see he's got like this accolades upon accolades of service medals that officers tend to get.
Okay.
Somebody else did something good and they got a medal.
Yeah. Doesn't the military understand that? Oh, you flied over this zone? Here's a medal for that.
Next, I am going to go into DISA's computer, since after the first adventure, when I broke into their computer, I gave myself high-level security access and bought it as a benefit. I'm going into their computer and basically just putting in a request to run his cell phone.
Why not?
Alrighty.
Hey, you gave me 1 point. I, decided to spend it on getting security clearance to a government computer system.
Vanessa's looking at you like, I don't even have that cleanse. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, you're also not
we're
a
speak-
super genetically
armadillos are
enhanced, smart armadillo, so that teleports
True.
and connects to hardware.
The most sneakiest of all animal breeds.
But it's all right, Vanessa. I'm glad you're not an armadillo.
Alright. So is there any other questions you needed from Reptalis?
No, I mean we've got
Alright.
we know the two people that are involved at least. We know where we can find one of them, and we know where we can find the other one here in less than a week, or maybe a little over a week.
We also know that they're supposed to be in Pakistan?
Right.
In like 2, 3?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
meant. It's an Egyptish area.
Yeah, the desert with the pyramids.
I got one last thing to say, or to ask. Was there another woman with them? A dark-haired woman.
Not that I saw, no.
Connor,
The
raise,
second time Blonde Man come back, it was just him and the Rock Man.
Connor raises an eyebrow. Who are you describing?
I still don't believe it's Tracy up walking around. Maybe that was someone else. It just looked like her or something.
But why take the body if they weren't going to use it?
I mean, I'm sure they're using it for something. Like they're pulling DNA out of her or something. They weird science stuff. I don't know. I got a D in science.
I've seen that movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah, right up there with the Guard Spell Kids.
No, that's not a good movie at all. It's not.
Oh, come on. One of your main characters' name is Juice, and the other one's Tangerine.
I sent you a message on Roll20.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
So, Bobby, is there going to be an issue if you come face to face and find out it is her?
Sounds good.
I mean, maybe.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, this is all
new.
real weird.
Tell you what, we'll at least try to subdue, just in case. We'll keep that as a standing order. Subdue the one that Ricochet identified. But it sounds like he raised the body with something else, someone else inside. The body is just the shell.
That's what I think.
Yeah, but
Now, this Reptalis guy you have with us, he did raise the bodies.
He did.
He did not.
He did not. Okay.
No, he just got them out of the grave.
Oh, he retrieved the bodies for them, but didn't raise them.
Correct.
But we already know the rock creature came back as a rock creature, not as the guy that, had died all those.
Yeah.
Brian Campbell.
of
Hence,
course, his body had been there over 200 years or something. Or 180 years or something.
Which was the town founder guy.
Yeah.
So that could have been an experiment that went awry, and this rock creature really wasn't useful to him.
could have been.
Or they could have been using it as a guard dog.
Could have been.
Could have
Well-
just been made out of the same dirt, and that's why the necklace was there.
Could have been.
A lot
That
of
could have
that.
been what? Could that have been what was causing the rock creature to actually animate itself? Was the pendant?
I don't know. We have it. Anybody know magic stuff?
Baxter, have you tested the amulet?
No, but the magic stuff, that'd be under Army's umbrella.
I mean,
I
is
know.
it magic?
Tiny bit. I'm not sure if I can detect that, but looking at it,
Army, the Sorcerer Supreme.
our army is going to feel it, sniff it, you know.
So we're in the realm where Thor's a frog and Loki's an alligator.
Yeah,
Yes.
a scene.
Hello,
I'm
my baby.
looking
Hello,
at trying to get a nice tactile sense
hello.
on it.
Okay. Smells metallic. Taste metallic.
Mhm. Well, okay. There's one other way I can do this. It's a little bit more cumbersome. Can we take it, Dr. Baxter? I think you have a laser imager in your lab. Can we go and use that?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Anything that help out with this.
So basically, an imager that you would use to create the coordinates for a 3D print job. I'm basically getting the three-dimensional impression of it in code. Because I can't translate something into a visual sense, but I can understand the code behind it. Yeah, I can't see. So,
Makes perfect sense.
yeah. So I kind of understand how to reproduce it. So I might be able to get some information off of it that way.
Yeah, we just go, we make an STL file, and it's fine. Makes perfect
Exactly.
sense to you.
At least it makes sense to somebody.
Okay.
And then I will try to figure out anything I can from that. So,
Okay.
and I'll just go and give you my magic roll, and you can apply whatever modifiers you think are appropriate.
Okay. Well, as you guys head back up, you realize Kyle's gone and Trigger is gone.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think we need a rush on that tracker.
So magic 24.
I mean, give me a couple of minutes, and I could get knocked out.
You do see some kind of remnants of some dark tethering that seems to be attached to this.
Okay.
Now, if it's what animated that rock, or if that rock was Cooper, you're not 100% certain on. But that amulet had some kind of black magical tethering to it.
Okay. Thank you.
Give me a history roll, I guess.
That would be intelligence
Intelligence, okay.
for my eidetic memory.
Alright.
Get a +5 to it.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. But
Natural 20, so
30? Is
uh
that what
yeah.
that is?
you remember back like the first episode or something, you remember doing research on the Grand Grimoire. And during your research, these reanimations had to have something personal to the body in order for the magic to stick. Sort of like the artificial heart of this being, creature being race.
I will explain this to everyone.
So in that book, when they were bringing people back, they had to have something personal to them. Was it the person or was it something else?
Well, I think that's what this amulet is. The amulet is something to help tether whatever spirit it is
Yeah,
to
it's
this
an anchor.
to anchor it.
But it's the anchor for the spirit of whoever had that, right?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm only just now starting to explore a little bit of the magic aspect of things after reading Grand Grimoire and a couple other books. Well, the ones I could get access to.
I'm gonna have to read those.
Yes, but from what I understand, it's you need the amulet to help in the reanimation of the body to tether the spirit. I do not know if it is the spirit that originally inhabited the body. So in the case of Kyle's sister, it may be another spirit that is using that body. I do not know if it's Tracy's spirit.
Okay. So is there like a Grand Grimoire for people in a hurry, like audiobook or something like that? 'Cause-
Oh, yeah.
Magic for Dummies.
Comes on
Actually,
audio.
I'll give you my copy of the audiobook.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can handle an audiobook.
What language is it in?
Armadillo?
It is in it's in Latin and ancient Sumerian.
It's in smell because he can't see.
I can hear, I can't see.
He smells words.
Latin. Ancient
So
Sumerian.
the
That'll be so
audiobooks
useful.
in Latin?
So what?
Oh no, it's an English translation.
Oh, okay.
It's like, oh, okay, it's just as useless as if it was an armadillo.
No. But yeah, what you learn from it is that in order for the spirit to return to his body, it has to have some kind of anchor from a personal item. Now,
from that person?
yes.
So,
Now,
in case you guys haven't caught on, apparently we have our own Darkhold.
Yes.
now,
An audiobook.
In audio, yeah, it's even worse.
as you realize that, you also realize that they had a genetic marker.
Yes.
That if Baxter wants to throw in a couple of cents into it.
Well, that marker is for, it tells if they are capable of wielding that magic innately, or like most of us here who haven't been imbued with it, magic or the powers that be, they can just awaken it possibly, or kind of like dude here.
Are you telling me
his magic was, if he wants to use that term, awakened because he had that marker. So if you have it, it can be awakened inside of you. So if they don't have that marker, then they don't want that person. That's why that old guy had his magic awakened, or his powers awakened. I guess he was a rock fellow type of user. And when they awakened his latent powers and his, now dead body, that's what it brought to, I would think, is possibly along the lines of what's going on.
That kind of explains a few things.
So with this marker, they could find other people who could potentially be awakened.
Right.
If they have the senses to identify people with this marker, yes.
And looking over at Vanessa, and so that means Dysa has the ability to locate people who could potentially gain power.
It is plausible.
I was just kind of thinking as I'm tinkering with this ankle monitor, if it were to have remote sensing, it could possibly sense that marker in people.
Just to throw this out there, can we keep that audiobook away from Kyle? Just put that out there, right, for reasons.
The screen has shifted to start showing stock market feeds. There is a startup company that does genetic testing. Um, it's a little bit more in depth than some of the other ones out there. Um, I think I'm going to buy some shares of it because it might be useful.
Might be helpful to be on the board of that company here in a little bit.
Well, it might be useful to have a company that can specialize in identifying this one marker.
Well, I'm sure DICE could probably develop something like that, but I
Baxter,
don't feel.
Yes.
could you actually develop it in the next couple of days?
Out of character, what is the power ranking, power cost of what we're looking for?
I think it's an awareness of this marker, so I think it's like a 2.
Done.
But it would also have to
It
be
took that
ranged
long.
because you don't want to have to like walk up and touch them.
Oh yeah, that's true. So we'll have to add range
Okay.
to it. So it'll be a little bit.
New piece of paper. Done.
However,
Now I just have to construct it.
my concern is that being turned into a weapon against folks with that marker. Government possibly seeing them as a threat.
Oh no, the government seeing people with abilities as a threat? No, never.
I figured that's why we were here.
Didn't we have a conference in a room that shut down our powers? Like,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
like I think that's a done deal. Like we know there's some kind of
We can kind of go a step further. Ricochet was present for when they thought me and my team were a threat.
Right.
And they decided to blow us up.
It didn't really end well for him, though.
Well, and then also wasn't this General Natch Whitmore part of that whole thing?
Wasn't that the guy that I knocked out?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, but he was under orders too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
True.
And he's retaliating due to what happened afterwards.
I tried to stop him. He gave the command anyway. Before I could get to the console, missiles were away. Let's put it that way. And I lost myself and knocked him out for it. Hence why I'm no longer in the military.
Hence why I'm dead. But
dishonorably discharge is
well, I mean,
lingers.
if you check the files, you'll find me as being DIA or KIA, killed in action.
I was like, yeah.
So Vanessa, I think my concern is that the villains are ahead of us and they know how to track this marker anyway.
Well, they were initially attached to the government before they split off to become bad guys.
Okay. So
I just think we need to go make a visit to Vegas. Hang out at the club and have a few drinks.
Sounds
We
like
also
a plan
need to
me.
go over to Europe for a various number of reasons.
Yep, that we still have a few weeks left till the imposter, we'll just
Right.
say that for now, shows up for whatever digs out there. And I don't know if we're going to be able to find anything in the coordinates in the ocean, but we are going to need some sort of ship for that.
Don't we have a submarine?
There's a question.
I was sub back at Eagle's Nest. Is that what I called it?
I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah, we never figured out where that was located at.
I think it's by the water.
Falcon's
I'm
Nest, yes.
talking. I mean, I meant to ask, Vanessa. You seem to be a capable individual, and
Mm-hmm.
other than your piloting
Most of the
skills,
time.
what do you bring to the table?
Do you not recognize my voice?
Am I supposed to?
I usually go by the code name Overwatch.
Are you referring to the person I spoke to on my missions?
Yes.
Yeah, I
The
just.
sniper.
Oh. No, DM, you did not inform me of that. So Vanessa is my Overwatch.
Yes.
Alright. Short of you
She's
being able
highly
to.
proficient in long range weaponry amongst her piloting skills.
Okay, well, recognizing her voice, then I would not have asked that question.
I thought I brought that up in first episode.
No, sir. You did not.
Yeah, I don't think you linked Vanessa to Overwatch.
Correct.
Oh, my bad.
Yes, shame on you.
Well, retcon, Vanessa's Overwatch.
There you go. So let me go ahead and find Overwatch and put her name next to it. Actually, you told me that Overwatch's name was Karen.
Did I?
Yes, my sniper's name is Karen. Cayrne.
Oh,
So retcon. Let me change that to Vanessa.
yes.
It was always that.
Yeah, Karen is her last name.
Those aren't the droids you're looking for.
Karen is her pseudonym.
So she's a Karen. Okay, that's all we need to know.
She's our Karen though, so.
He
Yeah,
used
you
that
speak
power
to
to our
manager.
advantage.
Prepare to deploy the Karen.
All right. So
It's kind of like release the Kraken.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can build this character. I want to speak to your manager. And it's a sonic attack.
Oh, please don't.
Next character. That's what I'll be.
As long as it's a Muppet as well, it's fine.
Muppet.
And the Muppet
Or a
named
baby.
Karen.
Or a baby.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, Falcon's Nest is up near Lake Erie. In Michigan land. Which follows the river systems up into the Atlantic.
Actually, I was going to write this on Discord, but speaking of it, have y'all seen Happy Time Murders?
Oh my, I love that movie so much.
Okay.
No, that's where my mind
adult-
went
adult-
when we were talking about the Muppets. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, has anybody seen where Kyle and Trigger went? I'm not
Did
hearing
I
any sonic
notice him
booms,
leave?
so.
Y'all went down to the cells. He stayed up in the
Oh,
conference
okay.
room. Just in case y'all started talking about his sister, because he's sensitive about that.
Yeah. So he stayed upstairs.
And then when he came upstairs, he was gone.
I am assuming he's entertaining himself, and since I have not gotten a disaster notice anywhere,
Can I remind people, y'all have cell phones.
oh yeah,
Wait, what are those?
What are you talking about? I pulled my flip phone. Oh, what he's talking about?
I'll text him. Where are you?
Well, I mean, I expected his friend to think about that, not me.
And right away you get horse riding. Y'all were gone for like an hour or two.
We went horse riding.
Oh, okay. It's a little slower than my motorcycle, so he should be fine.
Are y'all done?
So, everybody,
Yeah.
Okay, heading back.
Army, I kind of got distracted. I made the marker thing you were talking about.
Yes.
It's kind of a one-time deal. It'll just take me a little bit to make another, if that's the case. It's not got the most range, but it can reach out and touch about 4,000 miles.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, that's a great way of starting, I guess.
But it's really only a one-time use thing, and that kind of, will hit, ping, so many things.
Yeah.
Because, I would say at least probably 10 people would be in that range.
Well, we might want to wait until we're in a larger area.
Yeah, that's what I was
We're
just
kind of
saying
spread
that.
out here, but
Yeah.
it might be something we have to think of a longer term prospect for that. I mean, the truth is, I don't think. Well, I'm looking at Vanessa. I'm not sure if you want to, bring a lot of people in that might become powered, or just keep an eye on them.
Took less than 10 minutes to make this little adapter for your phone that'll just ping out. Are we setting up a refugee point, like a center? You just mentioned making one of these, so finding that marker. Like a place where we could gather these people?
We have like 2 students with us right now.
We need a Professor Xavier.
Who's that?
So Kyle finally comes walking in. He smells like horse
Nothing wrong with that.
with Trigger.
Is that the first?
Trigger looks very, very full.
Somebody's been eating a lot of snacks.
What?
He had a lot of snacks for Trigger.
So Trigger looks like he's got an extended belly.
Trigger? Are we having fun?
Trigger looks at you and follows Kyle.
I see how it is.
So, Kyle, is that the first time you've ever rode a horse?
No.
Okay.
I took lessons as a kid.
Cool. Then never mind.
And I got one of the attendants to because y'all were done. I got one of the attendants to do the brushing and everything. So the horse is taken care of.
No, I was just going to warn you that if it was your first time, but you already rode before, so you know what saddle soreness is.
Yes. So what did y'all find out?
Nobody wants to say it?
I'm not exactly sure.
Well, we know that apparently they're
Magic.
yeah, there's magic involved. The guy was hired to retrieve cadavers for apparently the son of General Whitmore and Dr. Abel, and apparently the son
purposes.
and the
Who
son.
the hell is the General Whitmore?
You not pointed that information out to Kyle, or has he just not been around when we've dealt with that?
I don't think he was there during that.
Okay, well, somebody that we both that Ricochet and I both have had dealings with. Anyway, his kid is apparently working for him now, and was the one who was involved in collecting the cadavers. Brought one back that we had to fight, apparently.
So he's the kid, or he's the person who got my sister.
He is definitely involved in that, yes. And we
what
know
about the
we
guy
know where
downstairs?
he's at as of a few days ago. So
He what?
I said we know where he's at as of a few days ago.
The guy downstairs is the one who retrieved the bodies from the ground.
But he did it at their behest. or because they promised to rid the world of people. They're planning on bringing a demon queen to the world and her demons, so it should be fun.
Okay.
And Connor's being a smart ass completely with all this.
Okay. So what's next? I mean, did he tell us where to go to? Are we going after the? Well, it sounds like we need to go after the general kid.
Well, we know where he's at, or was a few days ago.
Well,
And we
that
know
was
where.
almost a week ago, right? 4 days ago, he was in Vegas, but he was partying in the Keys not long before that.
Yeah.
What was his
Does
name?
he have a private plane?
I mean, did y'all check social media?
Yeah, that's where we
found
found out.
he was
Right.
partying in Vegas.
So he hasn't posted anything in a week.
It
He's
might.
dead.
He's old. He's old.
The only thing I can really think of is it won't take long,
30,
but you
40.
can just check.
Oh God, that is old.
Is the kid that old?
He's in his early 30s.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so his kid's older than I am.
Yeah, same.
Hey, I send Kyle the files or the links to all the information on his social media.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, Kai will go through them to try to understand this person.
Yeah. As you go through his social media feeds, his Instagram, you see that he seems to be active on like Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, and then Sunday through Wednesday it's just a little bit more business. But not really say, hey, I'm out here at Club 54, come party with me every day. But you don't see anything like, hey, I checked in at this place or checked in that place, except for those blocks.
Does he have a girl that's with him in most of the pictures?
You see several different girls. Give me a D100 roll.
Kind of a lady at, every port.
Yeah. Okay.
Leave me.
Right. Think of the rich alpha male that, you got OnlyFans models and other promiscuous type. Yes.
Okay.
Seem to follow them. There are a few women you see showing up on a regular for like Club 54 or down in Florida. You see some of the same group of women. But yeah, at different ports, the French Riviera.
So what I'll do is put a group together of all the women he normally hangs out with at the different places, and just waiting to see one of them posting that they're with him, so that I can let the group know and when that happens.
Okay.
Does he travel in a private plane?
I would say yes.
Okay. Or is there
are there-
someone tracking that private plane?
I mean, I was going to say, any of the pictures have the N number, him in front of it. You can just look up an N number on the internet and see if it's, flying anywhere on FlightAware.
Well,
You
we're
don't
right
get
now
a good. Go ahead.
We're right now tracking his cell phone, and you were going to say, Marcus, about the N number.
Yeah, you don't see the tail number or the tail end of the plane, but you have noticed he's in several different jetliners. Forget what they're called, or the private little jetliner
Lear
planes.
jets.
Learjets, thank you. Some are different colors. One's black and gold. One's strictly white. You know.
So he's renting planes or chartering planes, not he doesn't own one.
You're not 100% sure. Because as you see in with his name pulling it up for like credit reports or anything, he really doesn't own anything.
Might be in a trust.
So we don't know exactly where he's at in.
At
Right.
this given time, you're not sure if he's in Vegas or what. You haven't really. Because you don't know.
Today is Thursday, right?
Yes.
He
So we
should
could
be
wait
going
till
on.
tonight and find out where he posts from and just catch him there tomorrow.
You could do that.
I'm also tracking the cell phone, so you know if that
You know, if
helps.
he pings on a
find him.
tower, we'll know where he is.
Right.
Okay.
So I have a question. You can say no to this, but
No.
okay, never mind. But I have the advantage contacts, so
Okay.
all I got to do is make an investigation roll, and I possibly might be able to get some. I might have a contact out in Las Vegas that might, I don't know, have been, I don't know, giving him girls or selling him drugs
Or
or
as
something like
security at a hotel or a club.
something like that, just to see if we can kind of like, oh well, he's here, kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, you pull the sheet up. So an 18.
Okay. Let's see.
Or it could be a dead end and it be nothing, so. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what's going on. For Vegas, you're not getting anything coming back, per se. Let's see. You do get word of possibly a sighting in Miami. Basically, a who's who summer bash things going on down there. A lot of college kids, a lot of partying and all that. A couple of mainstream artists are coming down, doing performances and stuff like that.
Awesome. So he's down in Florida, is what you're saying, or it's where he's spot is what you said, right?
That guy you talked to said that this gentleman matching that subscription
Description?
that yes is down in Miami.
I will relay this to the team. Team Army and his human friends. Yes.
Oh, cool. I've never been to Florida before.
Me either. Hey, can we stop at Disney World? Or is it
Ooh,
Disney?
maybe on the
I was
way
gonna
back.
mix stuff.
I did stop this guy once. He robbed a bank with an alligator.
Hey, what?
Yeah, like a handheld alligator.
And what did it do? Bite you? Huh?
Imagine a chainsaw with teeth. It was
Why didn't you just use a chainsaw?
because it's Florida.
Okay.
If life hands you alligators, you rob banks with alligators.
That's what happens. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to Florida to go catch this guy, right? Let's go.
Yes.
Can we like
I'll fly.
swing by the store first? I would like to get into a swimsuit. We're gonna be in Florida for a while.
Yeah, I need a swimsuit too.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I see nothing.
Walmart, here we come.
Walmart.
I thought you were planning actually on shopping when we got there. I mean,
Oh, I guess we can.
Sure. Whatever she wants, we'll do.
Whatever she wants.
Oh, don't they have like a Louis Vuitton store down in Miami?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, they sell some really nice clothing and stuff like that.
Hey, do I get paid for this gig? For this camp?
I mean,
Well,
this is the learning experience for you, right?
and you do have classes.
And Bobby is the one with the actual job here. He's, security, so he gets a paycheck.
Yeah, but the other security people here don't know that.
Well, I mean, the truth is, Bobby, you could also be in classes. I mean, Governor's University is completely online, and you could easily start working on a degree.
Well, sure.
And Kyle, when you come back, you do have agricultural classes to attend.
No, it's the summer. I don't have classes.
Oh yes. After your destruction of the chicken coop and the
I don't know what you're talking about.
you're going to be helping in the replanting.
Arnie. I mean, no.
What did you
Break
do?
anything? Why'd I have to
I
go?
didn't do nothing.
Why do I got to go?
I'm just saying it's an option for you.
Right, it's an option. I am off school for 3
Oh
months.
no, not for you, for Bobby.
No, your option went out the window.
Went into a cornfield and barrel rolled.
Through a chicken coop.
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
I can't think of anything else right now.
Okay. So are we all packed up and swing by Dissa, drop off guy in the cell, and
That sounds
staying
like
at in
that sounds
Miami?
like a plan.
I will find us a hotel.
Motel 6 usually has good hotels. I mean, if they go into Florida. I don't know if they go into Florida. Red Barn Inn? Maybe one of them? Bobby, you remember that time we stayed there?
Perhaps we should Airbnb.
On that field trip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still
Arnie,
can't believe...
Army, do you own a hotel down there?
Never mind.
Give me a few minutes.
Actually, I have shares in a couple. I was thinking of one of the properties. Well, we do actually have a few apartments for Airbnb on Ocean Drive, but we could also just go to the Lowe's Miami Beach Hotel on South Beach.
Is that by Disney World?
We're in Miami. Is Disney World in Miami?
No, it's in
No,
No,
Orlando.
no, it's
Orlando.
Orlando. I'm sorry. I mean, I never thought I'd be even close to Miami. God.
The only reason I was wondering is I've been to a convention in Orlando and I thought it was, there. Yeah, it's really no different. It's fine, really.
Think we could stay at the Sataya? Or the Sataya? This is, Amelia asking this.
Is it in South Beach or North Beach?
It is. That little. That little island to the east of. What was that? Miami Beach, Bayshore?
Where is he partying at in Miami?
We don't know yet. We haven't seen that.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, getting into the city is,
Do we have any idea where he's partied at in
hard.
Miami before?
Do we have a thing on his cell phone anywhere in that area?
As of right now, no.
Okay.
So his phone is completely dead in between Monday and Thursday?
Not necessarily dead. His social media isn't active. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Feeding your dog Nutrish has helped us donate over
Fuck.
$7 million a year.
What are we listening to?
Oh, well, I was looking up names on the name generator. Apparently, one of the commercials decided to play its audio.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the Seta is a 5-star hotel that costs $2,600 a night.
I can't afford that.
You get the sense that Amelia's kind of a high end.
Oil rich kid?
Actually, I'm going to put in a bid on a penthouse. Says Army. Just out of the blue.
At the crazy expensive place?
No, it's just a penthouse, and
So you have something that you own there.
no, I mean I could in a few moments.
I'm going to go check on my bike while y'all figure out whatever this is and get packed for our trip.
Well,
Yeah.
before you go, I had a thought, and I had, made
Oh,
these
no.
up a little earlier. I saw Army kind of popping around all over the place, so I went ahead and, fiddled around.
Jesus
laugh a little
Christ, Army.
Well, I mean, if you need something down there, I mean, I can easily buy it. But we
Easily.
could also go to the Satai.
I need a PS5.
Oh, damn.
We could easily go to the Satai if that would be better for you.
Arnie, I need a PS5.
If you want to buy that place, go ahead.
Okay, you do know I have Wealth 5.
Yeah.
So he has money, yes.
Yeah,
How much is that, essentially? What is
Multi-billionaire.
billions. I am a multi-billionaire.
The richest man alive is not actually a man.
Precisely.
Yes. So, okay, yeah, I'll get the penthouse then. Nice base of operation out of Miami.
Yeah, the top billionaires in the United States shows a picture of this kid. But everybody else that's in this group knows it's an armadillo.
You know.
How did he get so rich? Armadillo Trading, LLC.
Yeah, that's just the overarching shell company.
He was a child prodigy.
Yes, child prodigy.
Are we?
Yeah, it's actually a rags to riches story. He took his mother's money from prostitution.
He's written a book, and it's just...
But anyway,
Turning tricks into profit.
yes. But yeah, get someplace down in Miami. So
Oh, okay. So you buy a penthouse.
and I'll probably build this now as an alternate base too, with XP.
Yeah,
Hey, I
we
did
just
give,
got Army
did you
Tower.
get that I gave a point or gave 5 points or whatever, or 1 equipment point or whatever.
I was gonna say if you still have some of mine that I handed over.
Oh, I mean, no, it's all been spent. It's so that we have we have a lot of stuff in the base, including the smart dust vehicles and things, and
Gotcha.
yeah.
And
Or
we
excuse me,
show
the
up in
smart
Miami
matter
and there's
vehicles and the
construction on the
smart
new
matter-
Army Tower.
Army Town. It's an
Actually,
army world.
wait.
And we just live in it.
I got the name of the
Yeah.
team. We're called the Army Men.
The army.
Yes. Yes, we need that.
God. Oh my god.
And our little symbol that we have on our uniforms is just like a little armadillo curled up in a ball.
Well, you know, we do have a couple of ladies that are working with us, so why's it got to be men?
I was
Army
gonna say
persons.
It was
I'm no
a
longer
alliteration.
The
Awesome.
Army
I'm-
Force.
the Army medic.
Okay, we're Army Corps then.
Army Corps.
Okay, that works.
We're the Army Corps.
You know, you got to worry about the optics of things nowadays. Remember? I mean, have you seen?
No.
Don't even start with Connor and Ricochet. It's like, no, we don't.
Okay.
I don't check out any of your talk ticks or none of that crap.
Talk ticks.
It's TikTok.
I don't do Twitter book and I don't do my face, none of that.
It's Meta.
The Insta Blooms, we don't do none of it.
Yeah,
None.
none of that.
It's
What are these boomers talking about, Kyle?
Did you remember AOL?
And the bad
back
part
in
is,
the day?
Connor looks like he's in his early
Old.
20s.
I do.
Oh,
they're trying to show. They're trying to show that they don't care about society.
well, they're
We're,
old.
we're here to protect society.
They're saying
I
you're old.
participate in it.
You're saying we're old, but I look like I'm maybe 3 years older than Bobby.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like you said 33 was old, and he's older than your guy. So
Well, I just look at it as he got cosmetic surgery. You know, early.
How old is Connor?
He's probably in his early 30s.
Okay, I was gonna say just 3 years older because I thought that
But
Stalwart was in his teens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Connor looks like he's in his early 20s.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Baxter's 25. So
Yeah, Baxter looks
It's
like he's
one of
older.
those things where he doesn't really age.
Ricochet's in his like early 40s.
The experiments done on Connor happened probably before Baxter was even in the picture.
it would have been like 7 years ago when he started getting into all of that.
Yeah, our issue probably happened like a year or two before that. Actually, when you started with Abel, was she still working for the government?
Yes.
Then you might have come in on the tail end of me being there.
Yeah. You guys an army.
And
Alright.
I just came in later.
Yeah, you just showed up to my doorstep one day and it's like, oh yeah, no, don't worry, everything will be fine.
Okay, so now we know the name of the team is Army Corps.
The Army Corps.
And it's ARMIE, correct?
Yep.
Or is it going to be
Yeah.
the abbreviated version of your name? Like,
ARMIE, I think.
okay.
Hey, like, instead of the Army Corps, we could just call ourselves that old TV show, the A Team.
It works as well. I hate it.
That's okay. I did hear
Love
that.
it when a plan comes together.
I did hear there was a group out of Savannah at one point in time that called themselves the V Team.
I heard that was just one-sided.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think the
yeah.
leader of that group went to like Jacksonville or something.
Right.
Marcus like, shut up.
Or did he?
Here's a comet. You all die.
I've already survived one of those.
I know, right?
So,
All right. So you guys have decided on a name, Army Corps.
well, I probably should have taken the S off. Army Corps. I thought the S is. Never mind.
It's silent, I thought.
That's what I thought.
It is. I just like saying Corps. Just normally it's the Marine Corps. So, and they're cannon fodder. But, since it's 10:30.
Well,
I got
before
my-
we leave to Miami, Connor will bring, because I think he's worked with Army on getting uniforms made.
Okay.
Yeah.
They should be green.
I was gonna say, do we have to change the color now?
No.
Why is this green? This picture is why is this green?
So, I mean, it's what you asked for, the black and purple. But the pants have, it's almost like the blood stripes of the Marine Corps, but they're purple instead of red. Let's see. Bobby, of course, has got his yellow shirt he throws on over the uniform. But it's more of a, almost like a catsuit kind of situation. I guess we have to determine what the material's made out of, because I don't know what kind of material we have in Mutants and Masterminds.
I was gonna say, are they nanite infused?
I was thinking
knowing Army at this point.
It's a superhero world, so.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
just
actually,
made
what
out of the
Army is more
nanite dust,
concerned-
right?
Yeah, you actually just
Yeah.
kind of like, tap the you got an armadillo pendant that you wear, like a little pin. And you just tap it, and the whole suit just starts forming underneath whatever you're wearing.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, what Army is doing is, securing all the licensing for, Army Corps merchandising.
Yeah, I mean, you never have too many billions.
Well, I mean, I've seen cartoons and action figures. And
So, what kind of cowl does Ricochet wear?
It's from the actual his image here. If you look, that's how his cowl looks. It comes
Wow.
down over his face. You can.
Oh, you're
it's
talking
the
about
Batman cowl. The Batman cowl.
You're talking about your image on. I have names only, so.
It's not there.
No, okay, so.
How do I?
Nope,
get it?
because there we have when a player picks up the DMG.
Yeah.
All right.
This is just math.
And I don't see I can't see your character up on the board here. I just see me and Trigger.
I was gonna say,
No,
did you
put it in
it just
Discord.
posted?
Posted Discord.
Oh
There we go.
my god.
I'm just thinking, since he's a furry armadillo, from a distance, it might look like we just have tribbles.
Oh, you made
I got flashbacks of critters.
By the way, guys, I put a post out there on Discord also. If you get a chance to either listen or read, that I put a series out here. It is a very, very good superhero series. It's called Superpowered.
Cool.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right, so that is what
That's what he
Ricochet looks like. Yeah, but I thought he was
I
a.
like that.
Oh, nice.
His body type and all that's the same.
Yes. He's
Okay.
older. He's.
He's been rode hard and put up with.
Yeah.
I only asked that because I saw the AI art you guys were throwing out there for him before.
That's the AI.
That is nothing like the one I'm seeing here.
Which one? What are you seeing?
I'm seeing dark fella in purples, blacks, and whites with a hood.
Scroll down.
Oh, that's the first one. Yeah, you're talking about.
Oh, I haven't gone down far enough. I see you now. Okay,
talking
yeah.
about
I just stopped at the
this one.
armadillos. Okay.
Yeah.
You just look like a Viking with a weird looking wolf helm or something.
Basically. But it's more of the first one there that I posted.
Copy that. So what were you saying, Marcus, before I rudely interrupted with the whole talk about the costume?
Oh, well, since I still have to set up, I wasn't sure where y'all were heading, so I got set up Miami, so we'll wrap it up for tonight.
Okay.
Plus, it's getting close to 11 o'clock hour for some of y'all.
Yeah.
So, who would like to roll me a D10?
Who did it last?
I did.
I don't know.
I think I
Who wants
did
to do it this time?
because I didn't
I
roll
don't
very
think
high.
I've gone.
All right, go for it. I think I did it once and it was like a 1. Hey!
Uh-huh.
You are welcome, everybody. Enjoy that 1 point.
We're up to 160. But
Well,
yes,
think of it.
Yeah,
This
no
was
problem.
more. This was more of a role play session anyway. So it
yeah.
kinda-
Yeah.
I did make some handheld teleporters that are one-time use if anybody needs one.
What?
Okay, I will take it.
It's simply really just one of those little like circle metal things with a clicker.
It's a scream and run away button.
And yeah, it's like he'll say, since we're going somewhere, if we encounter him and we need to get to him, or if we need to run away, it's just boop.
How far do they go?
If you actually ask him to elaborate, they are accurate within 1,800 feet. So you think of where you want to be within that 1,800 feet, and
And how accurate are we referring to?
so the way it was worded, it's like so accurate is you don't need to know or accurately sense the destination. You just need to be like, I need to be inside the Capitol building lobby. And as long as you're within 1,800 feet of it, you will be dropped inside the
Okay.
Capitol building
So
lobby.
there's no like percentage of being popped into a wall or something. Is what I'm asking.
Not from what I've seen.
Okay.
But it's yourself
The
and up
rules
to
don't
50 pounds.
explicitly
additional
say
mass.
it.
Right.
Yes, that's it.
But there is an add-on that you can, that if it's a space you get to and you can't like materialize, it bounces you back. I can't remember what it's called though.
Yeah, so it's
turnabout.
like, is that what it is?
I think it's turnabout.
That was one of the things I
Yeah.
could have added. Where I think that's what you have, because you go, you attack, and then you pop back to where you were.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
like if we're on the bottom floor of the hotel, and it's like I don't want to get all the way up there. You're all the way up there.
I really don't want to walk up these steps. Click.
Exactly. It's a one-time use.
So how many?
Now,
So
does
how
it
many of them
put
does
you-
Ricochet have?
Say it again.
How many of them does Ricochet have?
I'm just gonna hand them out. I have 10 of them. Who wants one or multiple?
I'll take
This
one.
was my way of getting out of trouble. Since it takes me no time to make these, it takes 28, and I can roll a 30 base
Now,
because my mastery.
question. When you say, okay, I want to be in the Capitol building or the hallway or something, does it actually put you on the ground or just somewhere in the hallway?
It's up to you.
You.
Okay.
See, it's like this is just the thing. It's like it's up to you. This is a rank 6 teleport,
Okay.
but it's accurate, so it costs more.
So, say I want to be on the rooftop. You click and
So what do you call this thing?
This is a teleporter.
A what?
A teleporter.
Just teleporter.
Yeah, that's all it is. You probably saw when we were in the lab, there was like 40 things strung out. Some of them looked like axe canisters. Some of them looked like sticky hand things. Some of them were syringes.
Half of
Just
them are make their
laid
way
out.
into Ricochet's bag of goodies.
So the bag of throw it in.
All right, so we'll
And,
just
it's
we'll
just
call-
like,
let's
oh,
call
some
it
of them
the-
disappeared. I'll make more.
let's just call it the Baxter Porter.
The Baxter Porter.
So yes, it's accurate teleport up to 1,800 feet.
So I have spent that 1 point on building the penthouse as an alternate base.
All right.
So yeah, I'll give all of you guys 2 each if you want them. And then I'll make some more, because it's going to take me no time to make more. I'll make myself some more. And yeah, accurate teleport to 1,500, or 18.
Okay.
I also have some other things, but if anybody took something off the table, let me know and I'll tell you what it was. Or you could just use it and see what happens.
All right.
And you said 2. All right.
But yeah, they're one-time use and then they're done. They're good for a scene, but since it's teleport, it's like one-time use. Like whereas
okay, well, let me get rid of that.
Let's see, this wall crawling thing I made, it's good for a scene, so of course you could use that in a scene. Safe fall, that's, no fall damage. Yeah, there's probably like this earbud, there's probably a few of those, some, contact lenses, there's a couple of those.
I put that on my character sheet, and it says I now have 163.2 points spent.
See, I just put them in my equipment and didn't label them as having a cost.
Yeah, but it's got no cost.
Yeah. See, Ricochet, you now have a personal armor.
Now my equipment says 2.80000000000. 3.
I spent my 1 point on another removable device called leg servos, and it's got a quirk, so it's like big. It's like you see these metal servos on his legs, and it's providing him with speed 2.
Gotcha. Yeah. I was actually looking at some strength enhancers, because having that base 30 means you can do some stupid shit. Because it's 10 plus 20, so I can have 20 points for the ranks. So whatever comes up to 20, and it's like, okay, so if, super strength is, 2 points, I can have 10 ranks in super strength.
Welcome to Mutants and Masterminds.
25 tons for a scene. 25 tons.
Lightweight.
I know. But hey, that's just, all of a sudden I just jam myself with a needle. Poof, poof.
Well, that's what you did to me. That's how I got this way.
Yeah, that's why you need to purchase.
All right,
you need to purchase Quick Draw.
Stay tuned for next Thursday to find out exactly what happens in Miami.
Explodes.
And if Baxter brings any more goodies that we have to figure out on the way. If you can't wait until next Thursday to see what we do next, or to get your tabletop fix, join us tomorrow night for some Consequences of Chaos. It's at 5th edition D&D. Or once again, we come in on Wednesday for Art Organized Play. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself.